We all emotionally eat sometimes. It's not a big deal. It's not a drama. However, when it starts interfering with other parts of your life, it's stopping you now from reaching goals that you want to reach, from achieving the things that you want to achieve. It's making you feel bad about your weight and your body. It's holding you back from the body that you want to be in because you're like, I just keep running back to chocolate, chips, cake, cookies, pizza, ice cream. I don't know what to do. I can't seem to stop myself. You're living in a body that you're not comfortable in now. And no matter how hard you try, no matter how many 45 steps forward you take, you seem to take 65 steps back every single time. That's where I step in. This is what I wanted to talk about today. This is a big one. Big. Stop letting your friends hold you back. Stop letting what other people are going to think about you hold you back from the things that you want. Now, I've got a ton of messages from so many of you recently, which I really thank you so much. To everybody who sends me messages, thank you. To everybody who thinks, oh, wow, I'd love to message her, but I guess I better not. She's Australia's emotional eating coach, like as if she's going to answer me. I answer every single message that I get. It might take me, a few hours or whatever to get back to you. Maybe I'm sleeping, but I always will answer your messages. So if you've got any questions or anything that you want to know, even a win that you want to share with me, OMG, send it my way. I love chatting and connecting with you all because you might have heard me say before, like, I don't think that the whole purpose of this whole gig that we have going here with the live streams and the daily, the live streams and connect, it's not just about so I can stand up here, bark some information at you and then get on out of here. It's about connecting. This is an incredible way for us to connect and vibe. So please take advantage of it. Reach out to me if you've got any questions or anything you want to know, you want to share some fantastic wins. Let me know. I'll celebrate with you. I'm more than happy to do that. We can bust out a happy dance anytime. But today we are talking about stop letting what other people think about you when it comes to taking a grasp and stepping into your sexy motivation. Stop letting what other people think about you hold you back from what you want. So what I was actually going to say was I get these messages from everybody who is saying to me, wow, I see you as so much more than just an emotional eating coach. I see you as like a whole motivational coach, right? Which was their impetus for this week's theme, which was what got me on the vibe for the sexy motivation. They're like, the information you give is so much more general than about just, yes, it helps with emotional eating, but this is a whole lifetime gig. This is a whole transformational gig. This is a whole thing that is affecting me and all of my life, whether people had issues with emotional eating or not. And you've heard me say this before, emotional eating. Like sometimes people go, what exactly is emotional eating? And I'm like, listen, it's very basic, because some people I've had talk to me, they go, oh, I don't have any issues with emotional eating. I'm like, let me tell you something now. Everybody on the planet has issues with emotional eating. If you are ever find yourself eating when you're not hungry, then you're eating from an emotion, aren't you? You're not hungry. Your body isn't saying, please feed me. So you're eating for some other reason. Bit of stress, because you're watching My Kitchen Rules on TV. You feel like you want to join in with a party. You're eating because, you've had a bad day. You're eating because you've had a good day. You're eating simply because it's really yummy and you want to taste a few more mouthfuls. Well, you're no longer eating from hunger. You're eating from emotion. And that is what emotional eating is. So my gig, where I step in, is where it starts really messing with the rest of your life, because we all do it. We all do it. We all emotionally eat sometimes. It's not a big deal. It's not a drama. However, when it starts interfering with other parts of your life, it's stopping you now from reaching goals that you want to reach, from achieving the things that you want to achieve. It's making you feel bad about your weight and your body. It's holding you back from the body that you want to be in because you're like, I just keep running back to chocolate, chips, cake, cookies, pizza, ice cream. I don't know what to do. I can't seem to stop myself. You're living in a body that you're not comfortable in now. And no matter how hard you try, no matter how many 45 steps forward you take, you seem to take 65 steps back every single time. That's where I step in. That's where I step in, and I weave my magical powers to eliminate it forever. That's my role. I'm the magical fairy of your life. And what I like to say is, because we very often get caught up in our heads and we just can't see how these things are ever going to work and how we're ever going to eliminate this from our lives completely. And what I like to say is my magical powers are, I help people see around corners. I help people see around corners. When you feel like you're stuck in a place or a position you just can't seem to move forward from, or every time you do move forward, you drag yourself back again and you just can't see up ahead. When is this ever going to end for me? I help people see around corners. That is what's going to make the big change, shift, and difference in your life. So thank you very much, Shet. Lisa, love you so much. Thank you to everybody who's going ahead, liking, loving, and sharing, because you hear me say it every day, so I'll just throw it out there again. To everybody who is sharing the live streams, you know how much I really, really appreciate it. I'm sending you chocolate-coated kisses, because when you step up and step into your power, you give somebody else permission to do the same thing. That is how we create global change. So we are rocking out day 3 today, day 3 of the week of sexy motivation. Sexy motivation. And today we're talking about how to really stop caring, stop giving a rat's about what other people think about you, because that is going to hold you back. Seriously, I can tell you for myself. There are so many different ways that we will structure and manipulate our own mind to hold ourselves back from things, that when you start freaking out and thinking, yeah, but what if my 15th cousin, second time removed, just doesn't like it because she's always struggled with her weight her whole life, and she might see me and then she just won't want to be my friend. Okay. She'll survive. What about if, but my mom has always had weight issues, and that was sort of how we connected and bonded, and then I'll be breaking those ties, and, then she just won't love me anymore. Really? Do we know this is an actual fact? If it's not, if you can't conclusively reach the decision that it is an absolute rock solid fact that these people are going to boot you out of their lives forever, then there is nothing to worry about. Even if you do reach the conclusion, rock solid fact, these people are definitely going to boot you out of your life because all of a sudden you're in a body that they have not been able to achieve yet. If that is their reason for booting you out their life, really, is that the kind of people you want to be gelling with and hanging around with to start with? Now, here's another tactic. Let me give you this tactic, because I used to do this on my friend all the time. If my friend, who I don't think is here today, my gorgeous friend Trish, I don't think she's here live at the moment, but here's the thing. Her and I, we struggled with our weight our whole lives. Whole lives. It was like the entire history. Our underlying, the whole foundation of our relationship, right? And we've been friends for, like BFFs, for, I don't even know, so like 40-ish years, something, maybe 35 years. It's not a long time. Long, right? Long time. Been friends with this girl, BFFs. We are. Love her, adore her. Just saw her on the weekend. The struggle that what we really connected with for a long, long time was our relationship with food, and our sort of conflicted relationship with food. We were always on a diet together, or we were off our diet together and promising ourselves we're going to start again on Monday. It's going to be fabulous, and this time it's going to be different, right? So we would spur each other on, and then we would, drag each other back again. However, that is another way that people hold you back. You spur each other on, and then when somebody decides they don't want to stick to the commitment anymore, then they just go, what if we just sort of start again next Monday? And the person who was supposed to spur you on and keep you accountable is suddenly like, yeah, let's start again on Monday. And off you go to Pizza Hut. It's not going to work like that. But here's the tactic. Here's what we do, right? Sometimes, in those accountability partnerships, one or the other will actually start to lose weight and the other one is still struggling. The other one won't. They're not seeing the results that they want yet. So here's what I used to do. I don't know if Trish is going to watch this. She probably will not. Hopefully, let's just go with she will not. She used to start losing weight. I used to get jealous and mad. So you know what I used to do? I used to bake cookies and muffins and things and take them around to her. Or take them around to her house, encourage her to eat them. Here you go, honey, look, I just made these fresh. And she'd be like, oh, no, I'm on a diet, I'm losing weight. And I'm like, oh, what's a cookie? It's all right. Here, eat these. It's like I had little devil horns coming out of my head. I'm like, just one, it's okay. Knowing full well that once you start, you can't stop on that kind of thing. Or we'd get together and go, let's just get some chocolate. Let's just, why don't we go to Macca's? And we're like, for lunch. She's like, oh, yeah, I guess I've been doing really well. Yeah, you've been doing real good. Oh, no ulterior motives there. None. I used to try and sabotage my friend's success. Why? Because I felt really bad that I wasn't getting results. I did not like it. That made me really uncomfortable. I felt like I didn't have the motivation. I didn't have the will. I didn't have the drive. Clearly, I felt like I was a big ass failure because she was getting results and I wasn't. That made me very uncomfortable. Did not like it. So, was my tactic to come up and raise my standards higher, lift myself up, motivate myself, get myself pumped and vibed and taking the action that I knew I needed to take in order to reach my goals? No, that wasn't my angle. No, that was not my tactic. My tactic was drag the other person down to my level rather than raise myself up to theirs. I would try and drag the winners down to my level rather than raise myself up to theirs. Really. I will ask you to have a look around your life and ask yourself two questions. One, have you ever done that to somebody else? And two, can you start to see a pattern with somebody else doing that to you? Because even if they're doing that to you in the past, or if there's somebody who's doing that to you right now, that is something you really want to start paying attention to, because those tactics, that is not something that you need in your life. It's certainly not something you want to be doing to other people, but it's not something that you want other people doing to you as well. We need to get smart, sexy, savvy, and switched on. If you can see those patterns unfolding somewhere, eliminate them out of your life. Now, you can either eliminate the whole person out of your life, or you can simply step up and go, listen, no thanks. I'm confident and I know who I am. I know what I want. I know where I'm going. That is not going to help me. That is not going to make me feel good about myself. I'm not hungry right now. Why on earth would we go to Pizza Hut? Why? I was staying with a family in Queensland many years ago. I was living in Queensland. I had some gorgeous, we're still good friends, gorgeous friends up there. And one of the things they like to do was go to, I don't think this restaurant's not around anymore. I don't know if it's still around in other parts of the world, but they used to like to go to Sizzlers for breakfast. Like, we would be there when the doors opened to Sizzlers restaurant. It was like an all-you-can-eat thing. The doors would open at 9 a.m. and we would go there and just eat obscene amounts of food for breakfast at Sizzlers restaurant. What was the point of that? What was it that we were trying to achieve? Well, for me, I felt like I wanted to bond and be included with these people. I didn't want them going out there all on their own and going to Sizzlers and me not be a part of it. My friends at that point were holding me back. There are so many different angles that we can look at this from. I'm just going to cover these for you today, because I really want you to start getting a little, as you hear me say, smart, sexy, savvy, and switched on. Start to see these patterns where they're unfolding, recognize them for what they are, and realize that they are not serving you. They are not serving you. But this is what we do because we want to connect. We don't want to feel disconnected from our friends. There's not going to be any real disconnection, right? Like, if I said, I don't want to eat Sizzlers, for breakfast, it's not going to make me feel good. It's not going to make me feel well. It's not going to help me reach the place that I want to be with my weight. I gained a ton of weight while I was up there living with these people. But dear souls who I love very deeply, but that was just something they enjoyed to do. So yes, this is how it rolls out. And this is what I wanted to share with you today, because I have been telling you for the last couple of days, I said I've got something real big coming this week, something really big coming this week. And I've decided I'm going to let you all in on it tomorrow. So you need to join me tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, tomorrow, right here, because I have got an announcement for you. If you feel like motivation, OMG, lay it on me. If you feel like, the self-sabotage, the procrastination, the resistance, that is what's holding me back. I know how to get where I want to go. I just can't seem to get there. Or if I do get there, I drag myself back. Or if I'm there, I'm only there for a really short period of time. I'm hating the whole thing and so scared of food and scared of gaining weight. The whole thing is not enjoyable. Then you need to join me right here tomorrow to get in on this amazing surprise that I have for you. It is mega sexy motivation to a degree that is thus far not been experienced by the human race. That's all I'm going to say to you. That's all I'm going to say. I want to send chocolate-coated kisses to everybody who is stepping up their game by sharing these live streams, because as you step into your power, you give somebody else, you empower somebody else. It's not all about you. You hear me say this all the time. This is not about you getting some little information that's going to help you make you better, your life better, and then you squirrel yourself away in the darkness going, haha, I'm going to be better than everybody else. How is that really helping you? How is that really helping you? It's not a race. It's not a competition against other people. We are here. If this was a competition against other people, would I show up here every day, share my heart, share my insights? The information that I share with you would be another person's paid course. You would have to pay hundreds of dollars. For what I give you every day for free would be what somebody else would make you pay hundreds of dollars for, or they simply just would not share it at all so that they can feel like the winner. Look at me, I'm the best in my game, in my field. I'm the best. I'm rocking my body the most of all, and I'm not going to tell anybody how I did it. I'm like, are you for real? Because I will tell you how I did it. I'll tell you everything. I want to share this information because I want you to be empowered. That is my role here. My role is not to squirrel myself away. Your role is not to squirrel yourself away. Your role is to get the information that helps you Share it with other people so that as you raise yourself up higher, you take other people with you. That is how we create global change. So I'm sending you all so much love. Thank you very, very much. We are into day 3 of our the week of sexy motivation. And today we were all over the case of how we allow, they don't actually do it, we allow other people to hold us back from what we want to achieve in our lives, whether that be a weight loss goal, a body goal, anything around your eating, and not just those things, because that's my gig, but it can apply to anything in your life, any goal that you're trying to achieve in your life. This is how we do. Later, until tomorrow, please do remember, the only person who has the power to change your life is you. When you step yourself up and stop worrying and caring so much about what other people are going to think about you, weaseling your way around things, trying to outwin, outplay, outsmart everybody else, that is when you've got what it takes. Sending you so much love. Until then.